Hey guys, Louie here. I have a couple things I wanted to talk about. The first one is, where we stand with the price of silver in the low 21s, right? Now, I saw an interview the other day, and it was Keith Neumeyer at one of the mining conferences. And you know what he said? He said that his cost of producing silver all in is $17, $18 pretty much. And the woman said to him, how long, or said to him, what will you do if silver stays at this level? In other words, how will you turn a reasonable return at those levels and those costs? And he said, I'll have to lay people off. So I really, Keith Neumeyer is one of the most honest people in silver. He may be the only honest person in silver for all I know, but that guy is a straight shooter and has done well for his shareholders and tells it exactly like it is. So he just told us that the cost of refining silver in today's inflationary, cost going up every year, environment is $18. All right, and besides laying people off, well, I'm sure he would also curtail exploration and acquisition, maybe, depending on the stock price. So you know that we are somewhere near the absolute, like if you walked into a Walmart and were buying a TV set, and the TV set, was selling for cost, right? And cost was 50% of retail. You'd know that you were getting a pretty darn good deal. And, that's probably a pretty honest number, 50% of retail, a significant discount. But you'd be pretty happy about buying that. So, here we are in the 21s with premium dropping and risk down to 20 even. Undoubtedly, I think there's risk down to 20 even. We know that that's basically what it costs to mine it. And he talked a lot about recycling as well, and how it's very difficult and very costly to do recycling of small electronics. The third thing he said, which kind of stuck in my craw a little bit, I don't know about you, but the host said, well, what do you think about the difference between gold and silver? And gold, of course, is holding up better, and silver not as good. He said, he doesn't really pay much attention to that because he doesn't think that silver is a monetary metal. In other words, this gentleman thinks it is a 100% commodity, and believes in that commodity and believes in the demand for that commodity and the future potential for price. But he's not really looking at it as a monetary metal at all. And I tend to disagree with that. I think historical ratios have a lot of weight. And, if they try to completely divorce silver from gold, well, you know what? Those guys are going to learn a lesson, because you're going to see all the gold come back and turn into silver. Not all of it, but, So they can't divorce those two things. And I do think silver has a rich history of being a monetary metal, and will always have the kind of intrinsic value, scalable, value to work as a currency if people choose. So anyway, we're sitting down here at good prices. Premiums are dropping. I haven't seen a $1.50 premium again since a couple weeks ago. But certainly seen a lot of low $2 premiums, and certainly things like maples getting a lot cheaper. People are moving their inventory, and I imagine there are gluts building at the retailers, because a dropping silver price doesn't encourage anyone. It just makes everybody stop buying. But you don't do that, okay? If you're still stacking, you be buying. I do think there's going to be a little dip. Could be a bigger dip. I mean, you know that silver went to $12 2 years ago, right? You got to realize that that happened, and I don't think that will happen again. But you do have to realize that silver can drop well below its cost of manufacturing, just like oil could drop, you know, what, negative $40 or something. That was crazy. But at some point, it can divorce from reality because just nobody wants it. Anyway, but you know, it's got to come back up above the mining cost. It has to, or there won't be silver for the long term, which we desperately need. So anyway, I thought that was all good information, and let me know your thoughts about what Keith Neumeyer is saying. Thanks, guys.